Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week. You have this Lion card. Says strength and success. You have this Eye card. Says envy and protection on it. I do feel you need to protect yourself mostly. I think Capricorns need to protect their ideas at this time from other people. So yeah, I would keep your ideas to yourself. And and again, you only have to keep your ideas to yourself until you establish whatever the idea is. So, again, you're not going to be doing this forever, but, I definitely feel the energy here. You have the Hierophant, the Five of Pentacles, and the Judgment card in your first row. This is very good. I mean, you have the Hierophant and the High Priestess, which I consider to be better divine counterparts than the Emperor and the Empress. You have the Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups, which are both great love cards. Yes, the Ten of Pentacles is the money card, but Ten of Pentacles can also represent everything you want and desire. So, if you're hoping for a connection, this could lead to marriage with the Hierophant. Definitely could be a fire sign. Fire stands out to me in your reading. I mean, it could be any sign general reading, but fire stands out to me here, Capricorn. So, whatever, I always say, don't judge people by their sun sign. Just find a good person, that's it. But the Hierophant can also represent kind of being on a path or a journey. He is a teacher. He is initiating these two initiates into something, his belief system. But there's something about that popping into my head where it's like you're developing a new belief system. I'm not saying anyone's teaching you anything. As a matter of fact, I think you could be just teaching yourself something. It's like you're initiating yourself into something by teaching yourself something. And this could be financially related because we do go down to the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Five of Pentacles. I kind of feel like this is a fear. I feel like this is a fear because of Pluto in Capricorn. Yes, I understand that Pluto is no longer in Capricorn, but I think you developed this fear over the last almost 20 years or whatever it was. And sorry, there's something going on in my eyeball right now. But I think the fear is getting things and then losing them. And this could be literally everything: money, love, business, friends. The list goes on and on. So the secret with the Five of Pentacles to overcome the fear is to not call attention to your weaknesses. The Five of Pentacles wants us to focus on our strengths, and that's exactly what I would do if I were you, Capricorn. And I basically am, because every planet and its mother is in Capricorn in my chart. So I definitely feel this energy for you, and I would, kind of keep pushing. You have the Judgment card. Judgment is about leaving behind the old story. These people are standing in these coffins. The coffin represents their past life. The outside the coffin represents their new life, and they are being called into a new life. Obviously, when you step into a new life, you're going to have to make some changes. We go High Priestess to the Temperance card. Temperance is about transforming into something new. So I think that, in a lot of ways, this first row is talking about the transformation that you are undergoing at this time. And it looks very good, Capricorn. With the Hierophant, you have the Six of Cups. Yeah, if you are attracting a connection, I do feel like this could be a very sweet, kind of playful connection in a lot of ways. It could also be protected as well, because these two children are protected. I do not consider the Six of Cups to represent a person from the past. I mean, it doesn't even mean that. It represents innocence and nostalgia, but nostalgia is just thinking about the past. It doesn't mean that anyone's coming back from the past. And quite frankly, I think this is talking about a new person anyway. On top of that, all three earth signs have had something about embracing their inner child. So, it could be a collective earth sign energy that earth signs, I think embracing your inner child means asking more questions, being more playful, and also being willing to look foolish as well. Because it's children will just do anything. I just saw a video of a little kid running around like a dinosaur. He was playing baseball, right? And he did the little T-Rex arms and he was running around. It's children do not give two Fs about anything that's going on. I think the more you can adopt that attitude, and it's not about being careless, right, and making mistakes, it's about being carefree. And I think that would be, sorry, wrong camera. I think that would just be a very good energy for you here. Just not caring in a good way. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, great card for independence and being independent. Great card for taking care of yourself. I feel pretty good about this energy, and I really don't have much to say here for you, Capricorn, because I think this is the energy that you are nurturing. It's, being able to take care of yourself, doing the right things to take care of yourself, all that. And I think you're just doing it. With the Judgment card, you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is definitely being burdened, and I feel like the Judgment card could be like your higher self or your angels, or your guides are trying to get you to release some burdens and to step into your new life. So I would just be experimenting, innovating, trying new things. I think that would be the best thing for you. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have the Sagittarius card. Could be a Sagittarius. You have the Temperance card as well and the King of Wands. It says expansion. It says you are ready to expand and move forward to your next lucky break. You have this Future card. It says you have perfect clarity in a situation. Trust your inner knowingness. I think I've said this to you before, that you already know the answer. Like whatever it is that you're aiming towards, there's this bow and arrow, on this card. My camera is reversed, so I always point to the wrong thing. But you'd think I would learn by now, but definitely not, so there you go. And I think aiming towards exactly what you want, it would be a good idea. There's clearly like some sort of goal or accomplishment that you could be achieving right now. The world can be an achievement, and the world is also your card. So whenever you show up as yourself, that really puts you in a position of power and strength. But I think there are accomplishments you could be having right now, if you are focusing right. Even the Nine of Pentacles is a great card of focus. The world can also represent, that card says expansion. It's Sagittarius, which is all about getting out into the world. Sagittarius people are very, kind of like expansive and adventurous. So you, as a Capricorn, I think it would be a great time for you to be more like expansive. More playful in the world, more willing to go have new experiences and, see new things, right? And not take things too seriously. So that's what I would do there. And it's kind of funny because, Capricorn people are very, they say that Capricorn people, they kind of like age in reverse. They become younger as they get older, which is actually a good thing, I think. But, it's like, I don't know about you, but like I was a very serious child. I stopped believing in Santa when I was 2 years old. And also I was like, I didn't watch cartoons or any of that stuff. I watched stuff about like bugs and dinosaurs, speaking of dinosaurs, and fish, obviously, and like total nerd, right? And so I might as well have had a pocket protector and glasses when I was a kid, but I didn't. So again, I think you could be becoming more playful. You have the High Priestess. High Priestess is about trusting your intuition, of course. And, High Priestess is a very important card right now because, we are in a very intuitive time. So I do feel like people really need to be kind of like trusting their intuition. I also think you need to realize your full potential. She is the outer potential. She has no roof over her head, and it kind of just says she has unlimited potential in what she can accomplish, she just has to do it. So definitely a time of accomplishment. You have the Strength card. I'm hearing that you've like earned something with the Strength card. The Strength card is a long process. She is taming this lion. The lion represents her inner voice, or her inner critic, or her inner demons, and the lion is submitting to her. So she has conquered her inner voice. And I actually feel you have done this, Capricorn. Like you have conquered your inner voice or your inner demons, and this could be leading to a lot more success. I mean, we have the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups to the Three of Pentacles here. These are very good cards of improvement, and these are very good cards of, just good things coming in for you. So I think you need to realize that like you have the strength to step into new experiences. You have the strength to accomplish your Ten of Pentacles. Everybody has the Ten of Pentacles, gets the Ten of Pentacles nowadays in their readings, and I always say like the Ten of Pentacles is a long process. It's not something that you just magically get. So it's something that you build for the rest of your life. And, I do think the universe is trying to get people to focus on that. With the world, you have the King of Cups. King of Cups is about trusting your deep emotions. The King of Cups, he has very deep emotions. He's explored his emotions to a very deep level, and because of that, he's able to operate in the world no matter what is going on around him. He has these choppy waters all around him, but he's not worried. So, again, I think a lot of you have worked on yourselves to overcome worry or fear or concern. You could also be attracting a person like this. It could be a water sign or a fire sign, that has kind of like overcome something or their fears or whatever you want to call it. And, the other thing is he has this boat back here. So with the world, the boat on the King of Cups represents something very specific. It represents traveling into the unknown on the King of Cups. So I think for a lot of you, again, it's just pushing that message of exploration. With the High Priestess, you have the Eight of Pentacles, another card that I consider. There are like two cards that I really look at as personal development cards, Eight of Pentacles and the Strength card. And you have both. Like, yeah, the Eight of Pentacles, he's mastering a craft. He could be working on a project or a business, sure, but he could also be working on himself with that Eight of Pentacles. And the Strength card is also about working on yourself. So I think you've done a lot of work on yourself. With the Strength card, you have the Seven of Wands. Probably there's no reason to protect yourself, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't protect yourself, but it's like sometimes I think we learn through something. It's like, I don't know, I don't really have any good examples for you, Capricorn, but like people always comment like, oh, everybody cheats on me, so I'm not going to open up to love again. I'm like, well, congratulations, those people are living your life for you now. And that's that. Not everybody cheats. There are plenty of people who don't. So you have to develop the strength to see what it is that you didn't see in the first place when the person cheated on you. So, I think we need to kind of develop that type of strength where instead of like just giving up on things in life that we desire and putting up these strong boundaries where we never let anyone in, that we develop the strength to see what really happened. And then we can move past it. And then there's really no need to protect yourself because you're able to see it before it happens. So you can just totally avoid it in the first place. And I'm not just talking about love here. This could be anything. You have another Sagittarius card. Definitely could be a Sag. It says, luck is on your side. There you go. You have this card. It says, a time for healing. It definitely seems like a deep healing week. Everyone so far has had these cards of healing, so any healing you could do would be a good idea. You have all this Sagittarius energy, and you have the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius. So, like I said, could be a Sag coming in for you, but it doesn't have to be. This could also be talking about you embracing Sagittarius energy, right? We can embrace or learn the energy of another sign. And we can use it for our benefit as well. So, again, you could be being more playful, more joyful, more going on more adventures. What does this card say? Luck is on your side. I was going to say something else about kind of like you needing to get started. That's what I was going to say. Is that, this Temperance angel is mixing water back and forth here, trying to turn water into wine, but there's this path right here called the path to glory. And instead of like, not a bad card, Temperance, but like instead sometimes I feel he's trying to make something perfect that will never be perfect, or he's trying to wait for the perfect moment to do something, but there never will be a perfect moment. So I think you could have something that you want right now, but you like have to go and get it, right? And then on top of that, the next two cards, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, are very positive. So Ten of Cups is like, sorry, that card, I just whacked it with my hand. But the Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty, or, happy home, happy family. So this definitely could be love. There is a decent amount of love in this reading. So again, it could be a love connection coming in for you, or a person that you'll have a family with. Ten of Cups can also represent like blessings. But these people are focusing on happiness. They're standing in the real world, and no matter what, they're choosing to be happy. So just like the King of Cups, he does not allow the emotions of the world to control his life. He is very much in control of his own emotions, and this allows him to navigate the world safely, and allows him to create the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. As I always say, it doesn't mean you're just going to magically get it, but it does mean that you are working towards getting it. So I feel a lot of you could be like working on building, leaving a legacy. I think you're just kind of like more focused on your goals as well at this time, especially with that World card and even the Judgment card. I feel you're more focused on your calling, or, discovering your true calling, which also I think would be a good thing as well. With the Temperance card, you have the Knight of Wands, very adventurous energy. The thing with the Knight of Wands is I consider him to be the true builder in the tarot. If he is doing something and he doesn't have the skills to complete it, he gets the skills, like he learns how to get what he wants basically. And he also is willing to build something if he doesn't have it. So I think being willing to build that bridge if you need to build it is going to be very helpful for you as well. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups, so definitely fortune after difficulty. Definitely could be love with the Page of Cups here. This could be a person who wants to have a family with you, or maybe you want to have a family with this person. Take it how it resonates. I also think focusing on joy and happiness, of course, would be, is the best energy right now. I always say that, there's like a million bad things happening in the world right now. It's like we have to get the energy moving in the other direction. It's not about ignoring it. It's not about ignoring the bad things. It's about doing what we can to change it. So that's what I would be doing. With the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is spinning plates doing a lot. I'm pretty sure I said this to you in a recent reading as well, that I feel like you are going to be busy in the near future. And I also don't think it's a bad thing. I think Capricorns like to be busy and, moving around and doing things. So yeah, I just think this is your natural state. And whatever it's like, should you be balancing things out? Absolutely. 2 of Pentacles says work hard, play hard. I think as long as you're creating balance, things will be fine. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have the surrender card and this commit card. So some of you could just be, you remember what I said about being too serious. I think that's what you could be surrendering is seriousness, and you're just being more playful, which I believe would be a good thing. I also feel that a lot of you could be committing to things that you love. The card, it kind of looks like this giant sun in the middle there. And so I feel like you could be committing to working on more things that you love. And I'm not talking about a person. I feel this is just things that you actually enjoy doing. And that's exactly what I would do here. You have the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the King of Wands. 3 of Pentacles says teamwork makes a dream work. So if you're working on teams, which I feel like you should be, then there could be good work coming out of it. 3 of Pentacles, another thing I think will be happening for you, Capricorn, is finally getting recognition for your work. So if you haven't been getting recognition for the work that you do, there's definitely more recognition coming in for Capricorn, based off the work they have done. Again, I think part of the problem with Pluto and Aquarius is you do a bunch of work and you're not appreciated for it. So, that is obviously changing as well. You have the Page of Cups, definitely could be an admirer coming in for you here. I feel like you're unsure about a person, really. I don't know, King of Cups can be hard to read in some ways. King of Wands says the attraction is there, but the King of Cups, he is stone-faced. There is, it kind of looks like there's not a lot going on upstairs if you catch my drift, right? So King of Cups can come off as serious, speaking of serious energy, but usually it's not that the King of Cups is serious. It's just that they're so in control of their emotions, they don't react to things like most people. But they are emotional, but they're not going to be crying on your shoulder during The Notebook or whatever the hell you kids watch nowadays. I have no clue, but, whatever new Ryan Gosling movie has come out. So, what I would say here is that, I kind of feel this even though this is coming up in the good stuff, I feel uncertainty here. I don't know. I really feel you need to trust your intuition. It's if your intuition is guiding you towards something, I feel you need to listen. You have the King of Wands. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for what you want. He's also a little bit of a visionary. The King of Wands, he kind of has the gift of foresight, and so he can come up with new unique ideas, which I think those ideas are going to be your best friend, Capricorn, especially in work or business. But even if you're retired, you could have some idea to do something that could make you extra money, or you could have an idea that just improves your life, right? And so I would be trusting those new ideas. The King of Wands, I also feel that if you are attracting a person, very driven person I feel, and very fiery for sure. I feel like this person definitely has a fiery personality. I really feel it's probably a fire sign, and again, if it's not, then it's just a very kind of driven, fiery person. I kind of feel like this person is a little bit hard to tame in some ways, but it's not like they're going to be cheating or anything like that. But I definitely feel it's a person who has their own mind, if that makes sense. Maybe that's for some of you. Maybe that's what attracts you to them in the first place, right? So there you go. With the 3 of here you go with the 3 of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands. Very steamy connection going on here, very X-rated going on as well here, Capricorn. That's as much as I can say. So I don't know, looks good. With the Page of Cups, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a change in your fortunes. And, especially in the good stuff, this would represent a positive change in your fortunes. And that's really all I'm getting here. With the King of Wands, I can make this up, you have the 2 of Cups. Could be a person who's different than your usual type, or there is some sort of difference between the two of you. But again, sometimes that works, right? 2 of Cups is also you and your higher self, so I think, again, we're in a time where communicating with your higher self, or being more, being more trusting your intuition or communicating with your higher self is definitely a good thing. You have this vulture. It says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Everyone gets these cards right now.
Mars rétrogradé.
I shuffle these decks in between readings. I just don't do it on camera because it would take forever. And, multiple people have had this card in this set of readings. And again, this deck is double this size right here, so it has about 900 cards in it. And so it's always weird to me when a card like this repeats across readings because, like I said, I shuffle in between. The chance of that happening is very low. And, what I would say here is that I think it's Mars retrograde energy. You have this weeping willow. It says family sorrow. I feel like some of you have had I'm cheating a little bit here, Capricorn, because of your astrology. It just wouldn't surprise me if some of you have lost a family member. Have gone through some sort of loss in your family over the last few years. Just based off your astrology, it wouldn't surprise me if you did suffer a significant loss in your family like a person, and you could be thinking about that. I think you're just thinking about it. That's it. You have this broom. It says new home, new attitude. Yes. You have the world. If you are moving, there could be benefits, but I always say, the world can say moving. This card can say moving, but you can also just change your environment around you in the home that you're in right now and create improvement. So you don't have to move. Could just say that kind of changing your environment will change your success. You have this caterpillar card that says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Yes, definitely a lot of change in this reading. You have this carriage. It says a journey, either physical or mental. A lot of adventure going on here. I would say both. If I were you, and I basically am, I would be going on both mental and physical journeys because that's where you're going to learn the most. And I am. So I hate when people say, do as I say, not as I do. I take my own advice. I do these things. So definitely a good thing for you to be doing right now. But this looks really good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.